Cancer, welcome to your weekly reading for October the 3rd to the 9th. Let's get started and see what messages we have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, keeping in mind that these are general readings and may not resonate for everyone. So take the messages that do and check out your other placements because there could be messages there for you as well. All right, let's see, Cancer. What is the energy around the week ahead for Cancer? Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh boy, lots of cards coming out for you this week, Cancer. What's going on? Okay, Cancer. All right, I see where we're headed here. We are looking at areas that you may be hanging on to that are not for you. Okay, and I say that because we see the orphaned card on the bottom of the deck, the not for you card right there. The here and now is also coming up. You're being guided to observe things from a distance, from a higher perspective, so you can get a better look at what's really going on here, because you've been thinking about something and it's really it's time for a nap on that. You're thinking about something over and over again, and it's time to put it to rest because it's not for you. This is a situation where you may have felt rejected, or you may have felt like something was not seeing you for what you are, something not seeing you, like you didn't feel seen, you didn't feel like you belonged in a situation, even though you're very loyal to it. You give it a lot of love, but you know what? It's not for you. So it's almost like the divine keeps redirecting you, and it's almost like re-injuring you every time this happens, because you're hanging on to this. You want this to be for you. It's like you need to surrender control here over the process, because it's interesting. Whenever I see that take a nap card, observer, thinker, it really makes me feel like you're being guided to trust the divine in a situation where you have an attachment to it, a deep one. But it's almost like by staying in the here and now and not jumping ahead into the future, you'll be able to maybe see that this isn't for you, that this doesn't serve you in the way that you think it should. And I say the word should intentionally here, in that you've got an attachment to a certain outcome here, and I hate to disappoint you, but I don't like to sugarcoat my readings. This does not feel like it's for you right now. And maybe by saying right now, I'm encouraging you to hang on a bit, but right now is where you need to focus. The here and now is asking you to stay grounded in the present moment and to take a nap on the things that you're overthinking right now, to look at them from a different perspective, to see that rejection is really divine redirection. That is screaming here, Cancer. Screaming. So for my lovely Cancers out there, please surrender something that is not for you and release the emotional attachment that you have to it, because I feel like you're almost imagining, you could be like daydreaming or imagining, wishful thinking a future. And really you need to stay grounded in what's happening right now, because I feel like you're giving too much of your heart, your thought, your attention to something that it needs you to sort of focus elsewhere. You're being guided to take a nap on whatever it is that you're overthinking about, whatever it is that you can't help but see from a certain perspective. You're being guided to look at it from a different perspective. And I feel like whatever this was, it's not playing ball with you either right now. Like you feel rejected, but it's really not for you. There's something greater waiting for you. And again, greater makes it sound like a comparison, but this isn't it. There's something else for you to focus on. And as I'm getting ready to shuffle, I noticed the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So for some of you, this involves work. I can't help but feel like for some of you this involves a relationship as well. So let's see what the tarot cards are going to reveal for you, Cancer. Temperance in reverse. Yeah, you've got to be patient and trust the timing here. There is something that is taking its time, the time it needs to take. And no matter how much you think about it or focus on it, that doesn't mean you're going to be able to change the timeline around this, Cancer. You need to stay grounded in the present moment. Oh, look at all of that. Because there's an Ace of Cups in reverse, the Eight of Cups, and the Fool. Oh my goodness. So you could have a really beautiful new beginning awaiting you, but because you're not able to walk away from something, this could be delayed. These are tied to each other. These three cards came out all at once. Okay, that tells me that there's a strong relationship between the events that the energy about these cards is referring to. They're tied. And so there is a new beginning in love that is almost dependent on you being able to walk away from something that you feel a strong emotional attachment to. And that's going to lead to a new beginning. But you've got to sort of have the faith in the divine timing to take the risk. That it feels risky to you right now to walk away from this, but it's exactly what you need to do. Walking away from something because, look, Lovers in reverse. It's not for you. This is not in balance with you anymore. There's so many miscommunications and misunderstandings, and it just feels like it's not the time for you to focus on this right now. It's time for you to focus on what's happening in your life right now. Okay? And I can't help but think that some of this, for some of you, involves a past relationship. Look at that, Two of Cups in reverse as well. You can't make this stuff up, Cancer, okay? For some of you, you're hanging on to a relationship that felt like a rejection, okay? And for others of you, it could be a moment in time that felt like a rejection that may have involved an opportunity. Okay, I do feel a strong energy around relationship. This could be a bit of a relationship reading for some of you, but don't try and force it if, it doesn't fit. Check out your other placements, or we'll keep going and see how this evolves. But right now, I feel like I'm reading for a Cancer that is unable to stop thinking about a relationship they had in the past that they need to let go of, okay? And it's written right here. This is not coming from me. This is coming from the cards. And so this is a time for you to maybe refocus on yourself. When I see an Ace of Cups in reverse, to really look at trusting what the events are that are happening in the now, instead of sort of thinking about the past or the future, really staying focused on what am I doing today? What's happening around me today? What am I focused on today? It's a very interesting reading already. Yeah, there's the Five of Swords. There may have been a difficult conversation. There's the Seven of Wands. You may have your guard up, or someone has their guard up. You don't want to let this go. I feel like you want to fight for this. But there is no fight here for you to have today. There may have been a fight in the past, but it didn't, even the communication with just words, like it's not changing anything. Take a nap on this. It's time for a nap. I feel like you're ready to fight for this. You see this as your Ten of Cups, but is it your Ten of Cups? I feel like your Ten of Cups is coming, but you've got to walk away from something that you keep sort of fighting for. But it's almost like in order for this timeline to change, you have to walk away. This fight is not going to end in a victory. There is no battle for you today. Focus on where you feel fulfillment, and you'll see that this is out of balance with fulfillment. Whatever this relationship is, or this opportunity that you can't stop thinking about in your mind, it's almost like your fulfillment lies elsewhere, is the message that is coming through for you. Your fulfillment lies elsewhere. There's the Two of Wands. You are at a fork in the road. You've got to make a decision about whether or not you're going to keep fighting for something that you kind of need to walk away from, or if you're going to just choose the path that leads to your present day emotional fulfillment. And you got to recover. There's something you need to recover from and walk away from, Cancer. I mean, it's all over the cards here, but it's your choice. It's totally up to you. And that could be part of the lesson in this experience for you, is choosing what brings you fulfillment instead of choosing what you want despite fulfillment. Something that it almost feels like if you make the choice to continue to fight for something here that you need to walk away from, it's almost like you're choosing the battle instead of the peace. You're choosing the lack of harmony. It's like you're fighting for a lack of harmony instead of surrendering to a path that brings you emotional fulfillment. And it's coming from a choice point. That could be the whole point of this choice, is to see, what will you choose? Will you choose heartache, or will you choose harmony? Will you choose endless miscommunications, or will you choose the path that is new and maybe a little unfamiliar, and maybe not the path that you envisioned for yourself, but in the moment it's the one that is the one bringing you fulfillment? There is something you need to let go of and heal from. Seeing the King of Pentacles now in reverse with the Five of Wands in reverse on the bottom of the deck, that's very interesting. The King of Pentacles in reverse can be a time where the strongest energy within is one that is uncertain and feeling a lack of confidence. Okay? It can be a time where we're feeling a little bit obsessive, where we might be unable to stop thinking about something, where we might be feeling this almost need to bring balance to the material and the spiritual. I feel like there is an obsession going on here about something in the material world, and it feels like a relationship, but for some of you it could be an opportunity in the material world that you're just like, you're maybe over focused on the material, and you need to sort of look at this from a higher perspective, which is why we saw the Observer card. And I feel like you're being met with a lot of challenges when you try to pursue this thing that's not for you. And there's a part of you that's like, well, I'll just keep fighting. I'll just keep fighting. I'll keep being loyal and keep fighting until they see my worth, until they see me as valuable, until they love me again. Like, it could be any of those sort of obsessive need fulfillment moments. And it's like you just need to get distance from it, because it's creating a sense of lack. It's creating this idea that you're not whole and complete as you are in the present moment. And you are always whole and complete. It's just this, there's an obsessive quality about this. It almost feels a little bit obsessive, and it's something that you can't stop thinking about. You can't stop going over and over in your mind about it. And it's every time you do that, it's amplifying the obsessive quality, when really take a nap. Time for a nap here is sort of guiding you to just surrender to some stillness here. Let's clarify what's going on here in the top row. Yeah, we see the Five of Wands just as we do on the bottom of this deck. There's the Five of Wands coming out of the clarifying deck. So it's almost like you're choosing to fight. You're choosing to keep the battle of egos going instead of just being like, I don't need to be here. I can envision a new outcome. I can choose a path that I haven't chosen before, and I can see where that'll take me, because I know where this is going to take me. You are really being pushed into a redirection here. And it's designed to wake you up. It's designed to be an awakening. It's designed to show you the end of something so that you can begin something else. But you've got to choose this. That's the interesting part of this. And you're really burnt out. This battle that keeps going on and on here is burning you out fast. And you might not even see that as one of the outcomes that's happening here. But the overthinking is also tying you in a knot, right? You're so afraid of this not happening that you might be missing an opportunity in the present moment by focusing so greatly on this thing that almost has an obsessive quality. It's almost taking you by distraction away from something that could bring you something brand new. With this Page of Pentacles, we see the World card. This is needing to be wrapped up, my friends. You've got the World and the Judgment here. You're really needing to wrap this up. It's not for you. Have the trust in the divine timing of this. This needs to sort of it's taking up too much of your focus and attention right now. Two of Wands. Yeah, where are you going to invest yourself? We see the Eight of Pentacles here on the Two of Wands, really making me think, like, where are you going to put in all this hard work? Where are you going to shine? There's the Two of Cups. There is something else here on the other side. There's something on the other side of this. You know, you've just got to have the faith that if this isn't for you, something else is. It's not this or nothing, Cancer. It's not. There is something here for you, and my right ear is ringing. I feel like you just have to make the choice that is so difficult for you to make right now, to walk away from something and to invest in the present moment. Yeah. Let's see, Four of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Like I said, by sort of seeing it's this or nothing, you're in a very much a lack mentality here. It's not this or nothing. It's not this person or nobody. It's not this job or no job. It's not this opportunity or no opportunity. It's a very limited way of thinking. And I feel like your reading is guiding you to shut down that way of thinking so that you aren't so limited in your perception of what's happening here. Because, you know, in the situation where you're saying to yourself, it's this or nothing, of course you're going to pick whatever this is. I mean, although choosing the other option is what you need to do. Surrender to divine timing. Okay, my friends? Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, quote unquote, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Cancer, I mean, the bottom of the deck also says here, surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. This reading is definitely about a person or a situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you feel energized or happy, move forward. That's exactly what this little pile of cards is saying here. Something is not for you, and your body knows it. Your body already knows which one is not for you. And Cancer, so do you. You already know too. This has been fascinating. What a very interesting reading. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was helpful. And if it was, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the link for that in the description below. I'm sending you so much love and light, Cancer. Take care and trust this. All right. We'll see you again soon. Love and light, my friends.